Have you ever wondered why the name of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam is mentioned in every prayer, every day, 5 times a day? When we send salawat upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, we also say Kama Salaita ala Ibrahim. Why? Why do we honor him so frequently? And what gives him such a status with Allah? Ibrahim alayhi salam is not just another figure in our tradition. He is one of the greatest people to have ever lived. While almost every person from his world and age are names that are forgotten, his name and fame lives on until today as an exemplar of how we should forge our relationship with Allah. He is mentioned by name in the Qur'an over 60 times and given the unique title of Khalilullah, the close friend of Allah. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Qur'an, in Surah An-Nisa chapter 4, verse 125, and Allah took Ibrahim as a close friend. He is known as the father of the prophets, a man claimed and respected by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. But what makes him truly special isn't really about how the world sees him. It is about how Allah honored him. Ibrahim alayhi salam was born at a time when the whole world was immersed in idolatry. In ancient Babylon, people worshipped idols of stone and wood, as well as the stars, the sun, and the moon. And it wasn't just society. His own father was an idol maker. It was a world in which whatever direction you turned, even at home, other things were being worshipped as rivals to Allah. Yet from that darkness, Ibrahim alayhi salam found light. He questioned, he reflected, and he submitted, and he did this alone. This is why Allah called him an Ummah, a nation, one man, but with the strength, faith, and leadership of an entire people. Why? Because while everyone around him was immersed in shirk, he stood alone against the people, against his king, even against his own family. As Allah tells us in Surah An-Nahl, which is the 16th chapter in verse 120, indeed Ibrahim was an Ummah, obedient to Allah, upright, and he was not of the polytheists. He was a young man, but with the heart of a lion and the stature of a mountain. He didn't wait for society to change before he changed. He didn't need approval to stand for the truth. He wasn't content with finding the truth and then keeping it to himself. He had to call his people to that truth also. This series isn't just about history, it's about dawah. It's about how one man with no power, no army, no support, called to Allah with sincerity, wisdom, and trust. In this blessed month, we're going to follow his footsteps, not just the steps he walked in Hajj, but the steps he took as a caller to Allah. Because in a world full of confusion, what we need today more than ever are people who carry the legacy of Ibrahim.